Hey everybody, if you're looking to systemize your business and grow your business and scale it and are looking for a system to do that with, you're at the right place. My name's Tim Cook. I am a Realeflow user and lover of the tool, and I'm going to be your tour guide today to walk you through and show you how this thing works just briefly at a very high level, just show you some functionality and stuff, and then I'm going to give you an offer at the end here if you think it's worthwhile. I am not an employee of Realeflow. I am a user. I am a full-time investor in the trenches doing deals, and I use this system to manage my business with. I've been using this tool for the last 9+ years. Just to give you a little background, been a full-time investor since 2006, been investing since 2000, and I guess I've been on this tool since 2010, and I really believe in it. I work closely with Realeflow with helping to make it better, and I work with a lot of users around the Dallas-Fort Worth area in particular, and soon to be offering services across the country, I think, to help people learn how to use it correctly and make more money. That's why we're here, right? If you're not on this call and don't have, or if you're on the call and don't have the intent or desire or need to make more money, then you can just hang up now. But if you want to make more money, that's why we're here. That's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give you a quick overview, and I'm going to show you another site for your building your buyers list, and then I'm going to show you an offer here at the end if you think it's worth your time. The other thing that when this is done, you are also going to be given an opportunity to sign up for my new webinar series I'm going to be holding, and we're going to dig in the trenches, get down into the details on each feature, on how it works, how you can use it, different management tips, how to manage your overall program. We're going to be doing either a bi-weekly or monthly webinar series that will be a pay-as-you-go kind of thing, and we're going to get into it for about an hour on each call and go through and teach you how to use this thing correctly and make more money. Again, I'm going to focus on the making more money aspect. So just a quick overview of the layout here, and what you see is across the top here you've got a toolbar, menu bar. Here's your main, this three little lines right here, main little menu that opens and closes all these different features. Going across the top here, you can add a property, add a contact, or a call in right here in just a couple simple clicks. You've got some favorites here. You've got your bookmarks that you use most frequently, similar to your bookmarks in Google Chrome or favorites in Internet Explorer. You've got notification center here. I don't know if you noticed there was a red dot there. And then you've got your profile and settings and stuff here. So that's that information. And here you've got a bunch of training videos. I would encourage you to go in and watch every one of these. Click on each of these buttons here and watch every one of these videos to help you get started. They do a good job. Realeflow does a great job of giving you an overview of each of the functionalities. What you'll get from me is how I use it in my business, and some tips and tricks and shortcuts and some management tips on how to get more out of the tool. So that's what you're going to get from me. That'll be the difference over what Realeflow teaches you. Then in here you've got all your recent properties. It's just the top three most recent. You can add here as well as adding up here. You can come down and do the same thing with contacts here. This is the most recent ads for contacts, and then we have ads, the add button here. I would highly recommend that you go and schedule this walkthrough with Realeflow. and let them walk you through the setup and hear it from them. I'm going to get into some more detail with you on that, but when I start the training class, not today. But this is going to be critical to you getting set up correctly and start using the tool. And then you have a savings program with Home Depot. If you're going to be doing any kind of rehab work, you can register here and get some savings with them. So that's just a quick overview of the basics here on the home page. So going down from the top here all the way down to the left, this takes you back to where we're at now, the dashboard. And I guess I must have logged out. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So clicking on the dashboard takes you right back to where we're at here. Properties gives you just your list view of properties. Contacts gives you a list view of all your contacts. And this is a combination of all types, buyer, seller, and your general contractor, general contact type things. Lead flow. Under lead flow, you've got your website management, your direct mail, your Mobi text and voice messaging system that's built right into the tool. You've got an opt-in forms here where you can go take the code that Realeflow gives you and put it on your third-party site so that other people can sign up on using a non-Realeflow site and dump their data right into your back office area, okay? And the marketing library. You've got a ton of marketing information in here that is going to be available, and rumors are you may see some new things coming pretty soon. I didn't tell you that, but you may see some new material coming fairly soon to start using in your business. Then down here under lead pipes. Lead pipes is your leads. And when you subscribe to Realeflow, you can download 1,000 leads a day into your account from the leads they provide you. There is one opportunity for you to upgrade to Lead Pipes Premium, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. You get nationwide leads. It's a one-time upgrade. You get nationwide leads, and it will give you a total of 14 different types of leads. I'm sorry, 17 types of leads that you'll have access to. So that's property leads. People leads are your cash buyers and stuff. You can get leads there. And then probate leads are a paid subscription service. Then you come down here to Deal Analyzer. So there's a built-in analyzer here in the tool that you can use for each property that you put into your system. Repair Estimator is you can come in and do a quick repair estimate based on the property that you're working on. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have clicked on the wrong buttons here. By the way, I'm not a professional presenter. Like I said, I'm a real estate investor out in the trenches doing business. So I'm just trying to go through here and show you the different pieces of the tool. So sorry if I click on the wrong things and stumble a little bit here during the presentation. So Rehab Estimator is where you can go in and do a quick analysis of the property and do a printout into a PDF file that you can go show your seller. So when you go make them the offer, you have a nice, pretty rehab estimate to go along with your offer. Pretty cool. Then once you purchase the property, get it under contract, you can go into the Rehab Planner, and that will give you a much more detailed plan, item by item, on what you're going to do to that property to include the SKU numbers for Home Depot. So it makes it really quick to get an accurate estimate because it's based on those SKU numbers that are connected to Home Depot. And then you can print out a statement of work. And if you've got 5 contractors that you want to have give you an estimate, then you can give that same exact estimate, so you're getting the same quote from everybody. So it's a pretty cool tool from that perspective. It's standardization of your business is what it is. So and this one here, financing, you got a pre-approval letter and you got a property loan. This is brand spanking new as of today. Just came out. I don't even know what it is yet. So I'm not even going to try and explain it to you, but it is there for you. Communicate. Under communications, you have email, autoresponders, and internal messages. We're going to show you those briefly, but you can email with your buyers and sellers right here within the tool. All your websites that I showed you back up here under lead flow and websites, they all have autoresponders attached to them. So you can be communicating 24/7 with your buyers and sellers and realtors and contractors. So very, very powerful system. That's no extra cost. It's built right into the tool for you. And you can go in there and edit them with any kind of wording, any kind of links, pictures, and so forth that you want to have. Internal messaging allows you to communicate with your other Realeflow users around the country with a system called power matching, and I'll talk about that briefly in a minute. So manage, you have a Scrum board so you can see big picture management of your business. You have a document section. You have a power linking section tool. This is really powerful because what this allows you to do is if you're on one side of the town or the state, let's say, and you have a lead just came in from the other side of the state, but you have a friend there, a partner, you want to pass that lead to them, you can power link it from your account and give them all the permissions to be able to do business with that particular lead. So powerful, powerful tool. It allows you to really scale your business with just a couple of clicks and have other people working for you in the business within Realeflow for that particular lead. So it's a cool tool. You got a calendar built right in here, task. You can track all your tasks that you need. There's also a course section. So back when I was telling you earlier about doing mentioning the premium lead pipes premium update, when you do that, you also get a couple of courses that go with it. Private lending is one of them. There's a Facebook course on how to grow your business using Facebook, and there's a couple others that I don't have in this particular demo website. Okay, and then the knowledge base. You're going to spend some time here in this knowledge base. You need to, because you've got a lot of good articles and video in here on how to help you build and grow your business. So keep that in mind. You'll want to visit that often. So I want to show you a couple really quick things. Again, I'm not intending to go through this today and show you everything because we'd be on it for hours. I wanted to give you enough taste that you want to go try this and see if it's a good fit for your business. So one of the things I want to show you is just how quick and easy it is to add a property into the system. So I want to add this property. Notice this is when I started typing the letters, it pulls up all these different choices and you just have to pick which one you want. Pulls the information from public records if the information is in public records. Okay, so we're going to click save. I want to show you what this does. So it only took me a couple seconds to add that property into the system, and notice what I have here. I've got the seller or the owner's name. We'll talk about all this other stuff here another time, but here you've got your address. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,080 square feet, year built, county, the assessed value, land value, and then you come down here and you've got these different tabs, okay? Watch what happens here. Notice how you have all these different categories here, things that you can track, Again, this is all part of the management part of it later in the webinar series I'll be doing. But activities is your notes. What have you done? Who are you talking to? What did you say? You document it all here. It's permanent history. Nobody else can change that information. It's a line item by line item, date and time stamped as you put the information in there, okay? The property tab. This is everything that's to do with the property. What's available on public records is pulled up automatically, or you can go in there and type over it and change it. But I want to show you a few things here that are very important. So you've got all the specifics here. You can document ballpark repair estimate. You go out and visit the house, you put all your estimates of as far as the types of repair that you're going to need. You can document the type of construction and everything here, all your HOA, tax, legal information. Notice it pulled the legal description out of the public records and so forth. So you got all these details. You got room dimensions down here when it's time to list it. But I want to show you the really cool thing here. You know, mortgage info, if there's anything on public records, is right there. Negotiations. Here's the one I want to show you though, the public info. Okay. Again, this only is in there if it's available in your county with public records and making it available to Realeflow. So their information's updated daily. So it's really going to boil down to how frequently the county updates their records as to how current the information in here is going to be. So scrolling down through this public information, notice that we've got the type of property, average market value, tax assessed value, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, public records, subdivision information. Coming down here, look what happens down here. Transaction history. How many of you wouldn't mind having the transaction history? Again, it only works if your county records is documented like this. But here you've got the transaction history to see what's been going on with this property, and you can see who's owned it, when it was sold, what special warranty deed, was there a loan, so forth. And we keep scrolling back in here, and you can see that this was an investment property, it looks like, for quite a few years. Then look what happens. Pre-foreclosure history, if there is any. So this gives you a lot of really helpful and important information about this property and the history of it. So just a pretty cool tool. I always like to see that particular piece of the public info. Listing, if it's listed in here, you're going to identify whether or not the property is listed in the MLS number and the asking price. You're going to list your price in here when it's time for you to sell it. Linked contacts. This is a pretty cool feature here because many times, especially if you're rehabbing properties, and it's now several years ago where you forget about who all you used on a property, but you remember the property, you can come in here and look, and you'll see all these. You see where the seller name is here. All the linked contacts will show up down here, and they'll show up over here. So your title company, your realtor, your lender, your HVAC guy, your roofer, your general contractor, they're all right here, so you can always have access to them, that information and stuff. So really cool. So that's the property side of it. That's very easy to add a property into the system. There's the property I just added. By the way, you can add it to the Scrum board. Simply check the box, say add to Scrum board, click add, and probably most of you are saying, what's a Scrum board? Well, Scrum board gives you some high-level visibility of what's going on in your business. So you can come in here and change the headings on all these columns. There's the property I just put in here that was new, and I said add to Scrum board. So here it is, right? New leads to call, So my assistant comes in, opens this up, and she can call and make an appointment for me. Once I get that appointment in work, and evaluating it, I just drag and drop it into the next column. I go out and look at it. I move it over here to offers in work. Okay, ready to close, to purchase, so on and so forth. I just keep moving it right on across the screen here. So it makes it very simple for you to see exactly what you have going on in your business at all times. Okay, pretty cool. So contacts. This is one that many of you will appreciate here. We have squeeze pages that are built into our tool. Back here, I told you we can add websites under lead flow, and you can have up to 99 different websites, and it takes you about 2 minutes to no more than 5 if you want to get fussy and pick, be fussy about the template you pick. But there's about 100 plus templates that you can choose from as to the type of website you want to set up. But once you set them up, here's my buyer's squeeze page, for example. I already filled in some information here just for the demonstration to make it a little quicker. But if you create your own buyer squeeze page like this and you got it marketed out there in the internet, different places, you can people will come in 24/7 and add themselves to your list. Okay. I want to also, before I hit the send button here or get my ebook button, I want to show you something else. Remember, I created this video. You can change all the templates. You can change all the video in it and all the text in it that you want. But notice the text in green. Earlier I said we had a text and voice messaging system built right into the tool. Well, I'm asking people to receive text or voice notifications of our hot deals. Text the word DFW Rehab to 817-993-9930 now. So by doing that, if they go in and they sign up that way, then that is going to put them into our Moby text messaging system. They have to opt in. That's what they're doing. Now you're able to communicate, send deals to them via text messaging. Okay. Here we're gonna show you how they get signed up for your email autoresponders and text messaging. So now we're going to click on Get Your Ebook. And you come in here and you fill out, the buyer is going to tell you what they want. I'm not going to put anything in here right now just to save time, okay? I do want to show you this though. So they come in and put the state and then they put the zip code. Okay? When they click out of that, they have to come in and check these boxes for the cities that they want to receive these deals in, okay? And I'm showing you this so you can see how this works. And then notice my phone number from the previous page carried over here, okay? Now I check these two check boxes to receive text and voice messaging. I'm not going to bother changing anything else, but the buyers will go through that script. And when I say get assistance, so now I'm going to receive, of course, for the demo, I can't believe it's giving me an error message. But over here, we're going to come back to the contacts page. So it did go through successfully. And notice the little blue bubble. It says opted in to mobile. That blue message bubble there tells you that that person is opted in to receive text and voice messaging, which is cool because now you can communicate via text with them. So I can't communicate with these folks without that, okay? Because they didn't opt in Moby. So now you can come in here, and this is cool because now the autoresponder that's associated with this website, notice it already told me the lead source, told me what website they came from. You can come in here and tag them as a buyer. You can come over here and you can say what type of buyer. So is it an investor, a landlord? Is it commercial? Are they a rehabber right here? So then you come in and you save those things. So now when I post deals, I can send it out to commercial investors, an investor, and it's all, some of this stuff is going to be your business decision on what is an investor, what's commercial, what's landlord, but we'll talk about that in future classes. And now you have them in the system as the type of buyer. Now we're going to go look at the preferences on what kind of deals they want, okay? So come over here, notice that Texas is there, and the cities that I checked the boxes for are there. So now whenever I have a property available in one of these cities, I can send that property out to them and they're going to receive it. So people that are not in Everman or Haltom City or Fort Worth, you know, if they don't live in one of these areas, when I send my property out, they're not going to receive deals from me that they're not interested in. I hope that makes sense to you, and you really see the value in that. So the next thing is autoresponders. So the email messaging first. There's no email message here because we haven't done any communications with them, but you can simply come over here and click email, send whatever you want. You can completely customize this. You have all your typical Microsoft Word, HTML types of things that you can do in here. And you're going to want to create signatures that you can send out and standardize what you're saying and stuff. So that's all easy stuff to do, okay? But the autoresponders, if that person notice that when I just signed up, I automatically get assigned the DFW Rehab Properties autoresponder. There's a total of 10 emails that go out, and it shows you it's active and it's on step number 2. So that means I already have received the first email of that series of 10, and I'll receive the other 9 in the future, okay? Hope that makes sense to you. You can go in and customize and make all kinds of different autoresponders. When I did this demo before, notice that it completed all 10, said it's completed. So you can track where they're at in that communications process, okay? If you have other autoresponders built, and in this particular demo account that I don't, this is the only one that I really have built, so I can't show you any others, but I mean, it's this hard. I could come in here and add it again and click send, and now I would get it again. But you can totally customize all these autoresponders, okay? Power matching. So let's go back to this property that I just showed you. You can power match buyers, but where most people use power match is to power match your sellers. And this is probably one of the most powerful pieces for you to understand. I want to show you something real quick. Okay, so this property description detail is your marketing paragraph. So you're always going to want to make sure you fill out that marketing paragraph. Again, we'll get into detail on what to do with it, what to say in it, and so forth. And then over here under listing, you want to make sure that you put your listing down here, the price, listing information. Don't be confused. It's not talking about just a realtor, but when you are selling it, you're going to come down here and say whatever your asking price is your list price right there. Hit save on that, okay? Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to click on publish to website. Notice it says no. That's because it's not turned on yet. Okay, so you're going to come in here, you're going to put your name, Again, I'm just doing this very quickly. And then you're going to click Save, okay? Now, I'm going to come back into that same link, Publish to Website, and we're going to click on this link here, okay? Because what you're going to do is you're going to preview it. So I want to preview and see what this thing looks like. Now, we don't have any pictures to show you, otherwise the pictures would be here. But notice the prices here, the company names here, the address is here. Remember I showed you that marketing paragraph? So had I written a marketing piece, it would show up right there, and there's all my contact information. You see how quick and easy that was? That was done in no time at all. Okay, very, very simple. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come back here, and this one's going to blow you away. So when you first click on Power Match, this is the automated process of matching your house based on the city and state to your buyers list in the cities and state that they've chosen. Okay, so every one of these buyers has got a city and state of Fort Worth, because otherwise they wouldn't pull up in this example, because it's matching on the city and state. Okay, follow me so far? So the next thing you do is you're going to click Filter. So Filter is going to allow this drop down menu here to come up, and we're going to say, we're going to choose our rehabbers, the guys that say they rehab houses. So under the contact type, remember I showed you how we selected landlord, investor, rehabber. In this case, these have all chosen rehab. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click, I'm sorry, we skipped the checkbox here. So the checkbox is going to do a check all. Takes a second to process it. Notice all the boxes checked. You come up here, hit send email, you put in your name, you customize this email so it says what you want it to say. And this link you'll want to leave in there, because that's going to be the link with all the details of this property I showed you over here. That's what's going to be sent out to all your buyers on that list. Okay. Once you make it read the way you want it to, you come down here to the bottom, you hit send, and away it goes. I'm not going to send it because this is just a demonstration. But here's the most powerful piece of this right here, the community buyers. So with community buyers, you have over 100,000 Realeflow users around the country, okay? Around the country on this system. Realeflow is going to match, it's going to screen the entire system for all buyers, all Realeflow users. That's what you see here. That's why it says company names. All the Realeflow users that have buyers for Fort Worth in this particular case. For example, see right here, he's got 294 Fort Worth buyers on his list. This one has 1,067. Okay, so that's what you're looking at here. All these others are onesie twosies, you know. There's one. Guess whose company that is? That's mine. Okay, 2556 today is how many Fort Worth buyers are on my list, and these are good buyers. So anyhow, when you could be brand new in the business, the first day you sign up on Realeflow, never done a deal. You find a deal today, you put it in here with no buyers, come to community buyers, click on there, and then we're going to come over here and click our filters again. We're going to go check our rehabbers. So what it just did, notice you saw it change. It made the list smaller, because now we're only looking at the rehabbers within all of these Realeflow users. And what's going to happen now, when I check this checkbox, it's going to allow me to click this send button. The message is a little bit different, okay, but you can still customize it. You can insert pictures, but this link is, again, what you want to have in here, and it's going to go out to all those users, and they will have the opportunity to send it to their list. So when you get this message edited the way you want it, again, you hit send, it goes out. I'm going to cancel, but I'm going to go back here real quick and show you what it's going to look like when you receive it. Okay, so that's where the internal messages are. So when you send it out via the community buyers power match, it is an internal message. That's how you're going to see it, is right here under communicate and internal messaging. Okay, so when you click on this link, it shows you the message that was sent out. You can come in here and look at the property. Okay, I'll just click on it and show you. So here's the property that they sent out. Okay, what you do is you come over here, notice the button, it says view my matching buyers. So when you get this, the system, Realeflow, sends it to all the Realeflow users that has Fort Worth buyers. All these people do. And now I can send it, I can turn around and choose to send it to my list by simply clicking on this send email button here after I select them. Okay, so now I can take your property that you sent out to the community buyers match, and I can send it to my list to those particular people. Okay, I notice I haven't filtered it, but I would filter it first, check the boxes, and then hit send. So now I'm able to market your property to my list, and you are able to leverage my list, my years of working with this tool, and hopefully we can both make some more money with it. Okay, so hopefully that is going to give you enough taste and sample of this tool. You can have up to 100 websites set up in your account to feed all your buyers and sellers information into the back office area, which is where you see these list view. There's your contacts, and then there's your properties. So you can have up to 100 websites there. You can do direct mail. We didn't even get into the lead pipes because I'm already talking way too long. So we'll have to do that on one of the future calls on I'm sorry, I want to just show it to you real quick. Property leads, and then we're going to have to cut this off, and we'll have to do it on the next call. So just based on the zip code, there's 9,489 leads in that 76087 zip code. And remember, I was telling you about selecting the leads, the different types. Here's all the different types right here. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut this off because it's getting too long. So what you can do, and what I recommend you do, is go to this website right here. Whoops. So tinyurl.com/RF for Realeflow 60-day. Okay? tinyurl.com/RF 60-day. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you a 60-day free trial of Realeflow. And once you get signed up, I want you to reply back to me with an email, and I will send you some free training video that I have done on the tool. But then once I have your email, I will add you to the invitation list, and we're going to start sending out invitations. As I mentioned earlier, I started doing an all-day class, and it's too hard for everybody to get together. So I'm going to try the webinar series, and I think that's going to work for a lot of people. So we're going to have a webinar call on Realeflow, and we're going to take one feature at a time, dive deep on it, go through every angle, every detail, a lot of cool management tips on how to manage the system to keep it clean and manageable, and how to use it so that you can search and filter and find and be able to make more money with this tool. Okay, so we're going to be doing that every 2 to 4 weeks. It depends on how much of an interest we have in this and how big the group is. And we may do some different times just to accommodate other people with schedules. So I want you to write down this email. Use master, M-A-S-T-E-R, R-E-I, at allwholesaleproperties.com. That's master, R-E-I, at allwholesaleproperties.com. And send me an email once you've registered. I'll send you the training videos. There's no cost for those videos. It's just to help you get started with it. And then please let me know if you want to get on that invitation list. It's going to be affordable. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be more than affordable, especially when you consider how much money you can make with this tool once you learn how to master it. So with that, I'm signing off. Again, Tim Cook here, Realeflow lover and user, and I hope to see you soon on the other side.